Well, there you go, folks. Yeah, I guess you can call them ingots, but whatever you want to call them. That one's too short, of course. But we've got 8 of them. I only need 7. Actually, I only need 6. I only need 6 of them, but we need 4 to get the engine running. So we're gonna get 4 together. Now, this is one I've already made that came from one of the ingots, not this run, but previous run. So you know, they come out fine. I think they'll work all right. So that's what we're going to work on, is getting these machined out, at least 4 of them. Get it done, threaded, everything, and that way we can go ahead and get the Bates engine running. So, all right, we'll start on this tomorrow. All right, folks, here's where we're at. You have to excuse the forge jaw. It's just an old one I keep laying around, and I just happened to chuck it in here so we could chucked it in 3 jaw so we can use it to chuck the 4 sides of that. So we've got part of it done, turned down. We've just got to go ahead and drill it to tap it, and 5/8 course, and then let me see, we got to do this end of it, and by chucking this in the 3 jaw, and then we'll sit it on the milling machine, mill it, and bore our hole for our pin through. So we'll keep at it, but that's what they look like. This one may have, I think this one's got a little bit more red brass in it than the other one, but let me see. Yeah, it's not quite as yellow. So this is a mixture of copper, brass, some zinc pennies, which is 82 up, and a little bit of aluminum to make an alloy, and seems to do really well. It's good and hard, and it's not so hard that it's brittle, but it's, you know, hard enough that we can machine it good. And as you can see, you don't get strings, you get chips from it. So all right, let's keep at it, and we'll see if we can get one done. Okay, folks, on the final bore on this this piece, and I will show you what we got planned here, how we got to finish up. Okay, folks, I just wanted to show everybody, in case somebody don't know what's going on, because I know everybody hasn't kept up with this, what I'm doing, what these parts are for. So luckily, when this thing was in the swamp and got, I guess, stripped of its parts and pieces, luckily they left us 1 of these, and they took 7 of them. And unfortunately, there was a couple of them that was left-handed thread also. I think 3 of them total, and which we're going to debate on whether we're going to do that, because I got to make new rods anyway, so we may not worry about that. Make it a little easier to adjust, but yeah, it wouldn't be that big of an issue, but we'll see. The difference is I'd had to buy a tap and stuff. So now I didn't make these exactly the same as this, but pretty close. And a lot of the difference is the fact that this has got a wear bushing in it. So this would be in there, and then this would tighten down and take up any slack over time. So I'm making all new pins for this anyway, so everything's going to be good and tight, so I'm not too worried about that. I do have to drill it yet for the oil hole. I haven't done that yet. And let me see, everything's done thread wise. Used a regular tap, and then I used a bottom tap to go down, the way we'd have plenty of length. These are just a little bit longer than what these were, which is not a big issue. And I may turn this back down a little bit like this is before it's over with. I don't know. We're going to fake in some square head bolts, sort of like this, just so we can look like we done it, even though we didn't. So these are totally 100% made from scrap. Now you can see a little bit of difference in the color of it. Now there could be some because this one's older than this one, but a lot of it is probably because I didn't melt this. This was a friend of mine. I melted this one, and the content of copper and brass and aluminum and the zinc pennies is going to be different between all, all of ours or anybody that melts. So, and that's what it is. It's actually a good handful of pennies, 1982 and up, because it got zinc in them. The aluminum, just throw a chunk in there, and then brass and copper, and some red brass and some yellow brass. Now yellow brass and red brass melted a different amount. Now yellow brass is going to melt the soonest, and then I think it's red brass and then copper. I think copper's the highest, and we're only talking 50 something degrees difference. It's not a lot, but it's enough when you're getting up there on the edge. And you can see this piece here is a little bit darker than this piece. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but anyway, they'll work. And as you can see, there's no porosity inside these at all. They turn out really well. So I priced, before the pandemic, I think it was quite a while back, I priced the material to buy to make these, and it was about between $40 and $50 a piece. And this is 2x2, and then I think about 6 inches long. So, I'm saving a lot of money by melting them down and making the parts. So, and this is just scrap, all scrap that we saved up. I used the bronze gear out of the crane, but I didn't really need it yet. But when I do, I'll melt it and make something out of it, and it'll get reused. So anyway, that's where we're at. There's three more to be able to run the steam engine. And need to get these finished, get the pins made and all that good stuff. But we'll get it all together, not a problem. Maybe these things will change color and go back to being the same. I didn't machine this edge. I left it the rough cast. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't reckon it much matters. But anyway, all right. Appreciate everybody watching. And until next time, bye.